When we talk about rebuilding strength later in life, most people immediately imagine protein powders, heavy workouts, or specialized supplements. But the truth is far simpler, far more natural, and far more in harmony with the body's design. Real muscle recovery begins with what you put on your plate, and some of the most powerful foods for restoring strength come straight from the soil. Root vegetables are nature's quiet workhorses, nutrient-dense, grounding, energizing, and incredibly supportive for seniors who want to feel strong, stable, and capable again. As we age, our metabolism changes, muscle fibers repair more slowly, and energy levels can dip without warning. Many seniors assume this is just normal aging, but often it's the result of missing the foundational nutrients the body needs to repair itself. Root vegetables deliver these nutrients in their most natural, absorbable forms. They provide complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, helping the body avoid crashes and stay fueled throughout the day. They're rich in minerals like potassium and magnesium that directly support muscle function, stability, and recovery. And most importantly, they're filled with antioxidants that protect muscle tissue from the wear and tear of inflammation. Unlike processed foods that burden the digestive system and spike blood sugar, root vegetables provide consistent nourishment that helps rebuild muscle from the inside out. Their earth-grown energy acts almost like a steady internal battery, giving the body what it needs to walk farther, move easier, and recover faster. And because these foods are gentle on digestion, seniors can enjoy them without the discomfort or heaviness that often comes with richer, denser meals. When digestion is smooth, energy is freed up for healing, repair, and mobility, exactly what the body needs most. Another reason root vegetables are so effective for senior wellness is their natural fiber content. Fiber not only supports gut health, which plays a major role in how the body absorbs nutrients, but also helps maintain steady blood sugar levels, preventing the dips that lead to fatigue and weakness. A well-regulated gut means better nutrient absorption, and better absorption means more strength, more stamina, and a clearer sense of vitality. But the beauty of root vegetables goes beyond nutrition alone. They reconnect the body to real, whole food that still carries the natural energy of the earth. This grounding quality matters more than most people realize. When the body receives food that supports balance and stability, seniors often notice improvements not only in strength, but also in mood, sleep, and overall resilience. The body feels nourished, not just fed. For anyone in their later years who wants to reclaim physical strength, root vegetables are not just a good choice, they are a foundational one. They provide the fuel, the minerals, the antioxidants, and the steady natural energy needed to rebuild and restore muscle without strain or stress. Adding them to your daily meals isn't a complicated health strategy, it's a return to the kind of nourishment the human body was made to thrive on. That is where real recovery begins, by giving your body the kind of fuel that supports healing at every level. Sweet potatoes play a far greater role in senior wellness than most people realize, and their impact on muscle rebuilding is both gentle and powerful. When the body ages, one of the first things to decline is the ability to maintain and restore muscle tissue. This isn't because the body forgets how to repair itself. It's because it loses access to the steady, reliable energy it once had. Sweet potatoes step in as one of the most efficient sources of clean, sustained fuel, giving older muscles exactly what they need to recover, strengthen, and function with confidence. What makes sweet potatoes so effective is the type of energy they provide. Unlike refined carbohydrates that rush into the bloodstream and burn out quickly, sweet potatoes contain complex carbohydrates that release energy gradually. For seniors, this slow release is crucial. Muscles don't just need energy during activity, they need it long after, during the quiet hours when recovery actually happens. Sweet potatoes support this entire cycle, from movement to restoration. They keep energy stable instead of spiking and crashing, which helps prevent fatigue, weakness, and the kind of muscle breakdown that often accelerates with age. Beyond energy, sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, a mineral essential for muscle contraction and strength. Low potassium can lead to muscle cramps, stiffness, and even poor balance, issues many seniors struggle with daily. When the body has adequate potassium, muscles fire more efficiently, joints feel more supported, and movement becomes smoother and more controlled. This alone can make the difference between feeling unsure on your feet and moving with greater stability. But potassium is only part of the story. Sweet potatoes also contain powerful antioxidants like beta, carotene, and vitamin C. These antioxidants play an important role in reducing oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to muscle soreness and slow recovery. As the body ages, it becomes more vulnerable to inflammation, especially after physical activity. These antioxidants protect muscle fibers from that stress and help create an environment where healing can happen consistently and naturally. The result is less soreness, quicker recovery, and a noticeable improvement in how the body responds to everyday movement. For many seniors, digestion becomes another obstacle to proper nutrition. Heavy or processed meals often lead to discomfort, bloating, or sluggishness, which discourages healthy eating. Sweet potatoes offer the perfect solution. They're easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, and packed with fiber that supports gut health. When digestion is smooth, the body can absorb nutrients more effectively, allowing the muscles to receive the vitamins and minerals they need to stay strong. Better gut health also means improved energy, clearer mental focus, and more comfortable daily movement. What makes sweet potatoes remarkable is how easily they fit into everyday life. They can be baked, mashed, roasted, or added to soups and stews. They're naturally sweet, satisfying, and versatile enough to complement almost any meal. And because they provide such balanced nourishment, even small servings can make a big difference in how the body feels. For seniors who want to rebuild muscle, regain stamina, and move through life with greater strength, sweet potatoes are more than a side dish. They're a foundational source of fuel the body can rely on every single day. Beets often surprise people when they learn just how influential they can be for senior strength and inflammation support. They're humble, earthy, and unassuming, yet inside that deep crimson color lies one of nature's most effective tools for improving circulation, nourishing muscle tissue, and helping the body move with greater ease. As we age, circulation tends to slow down naturally. That slowdown affects everything: energy levels, stamina, joint comfort, and even mental clarity. Beets step in as a natural circulatory booster, giving aging muscles the oxygen and nutrients they desperately need to function at their best. One of the most powerful qualities of beets is their naturally occurring nitrates. These compounds convert into nitric oxide inside the body, a molecule that helps relax and widen blood vessels. This widening effect means blood can travel more freely, carrying oxygen, minerals, and nutrients to parts of the body that may have been underserved due to slower circulation. For seniors, this often translates into noticeable improvements. Walking becomes easier, legs feel less heavy, and activities that once felt tiring start to feel more manageable. When muscles receive better blood flow, they not only perform better, they also recover faster. This improvement in circulation doesn't just help the muscles, it supports the heart, the brain, and the joints as well. Many seniors describe feeling a gentle rise in overall vitality when beets become a regular part of their diet. Movement becomes less of a strain because the body is finally getting the support it needs from the inside out. Even gentle exercise becomes more rewarding because the muscles are being oxygenated more efficiently. And when muscles work well, balance, stability, and confidence all improve. Beyond circulation, beets include compounds called betalains, which are responsible for their vibrant red color. These compounds have been shown to support the body's natural inflammatory response, helping calm the very inflammation that contributes to stiffness, joint discomfort, and slow recovery. Inflammation is one of the main reasons seniors feel limited in their movement. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's loud, but it's always a barrier to feeling strong. By supplying the body with natural anti-inflammatory support, beets help soften those barriers, allowing the joints and muscles to function with more comfort and less strain. Beets also nourish the body in ways that extend beyond muscle and joint support. They're rich in fiber, which helps maintain a healthy digestive system, and that digestive health plays a larger role in inflammation and muscle rebuild than most people realize. A healthy gut absorbs nutrients better, which means the minerals and antioxidants from foods, both beets and other roots, are actually being delivered to the muscles and tissues that need them. This is how real healing and rebuilding happen, through consistent nourishment that the body can process efficiently. One of the most encouraging things about beets is how easy they are to add into daily life. They can be roasted, blended into smoothies, tossed into salads, or juiced for a quick and powerful boost. Many seniors find that once they begin incorporating beets, they start noticing improvements not just in their strength, but in their energy, clarity, and overall sense of well-being. For anyone wanting to move with greater comfort and restore the strength time has tried to take away, beets offer a simple, natural way to nourish the body and support the healing that leads to long-lasting mobility. Ginger may seem like a simple kitchen ingredient, something added for flavor or warmth, but for seniors looking to reduce inflammation and improve daily comfort, it is one of the most powerful roots available. As the body ages, inflammation becomes a constant companion, sometimes showing up as stiffness in the joints first thing in the morning, sometimes as muscle soreness after even light activity, and sometimes as a general sense of heaviness that makes movement feel harder than it should. Ginger addresses this inflammation at its source, offering natural relief that supports mobility, flexibility, and overall comfort. What sets ginger apart is its concentrated active compound, gingerol. This compound is responsible for ginger's distinctive aroma and its deep medicinal properties. Gingerol works within the body to calm inflammation pathways that become overactive with age. Instead of masking pain or creating temporary relief, ginger supports the body's natural ability to soothe irritation and protect joints from ongoing stress. This means that with regular use, many seniors begin to notice not only less discomfort but greater ease when bending, reaching, climbing stairs, or taking longer walks. But ginger's influence doesn't stop at the joints. It plays an important role in muscle comfort as well. When inflammation is present in the body, muscles often tighten or fatigue faster. Over time, this affects balance, posture, and overall confidence in movement. By helping reduce inflammation, ginger allows muscles to relax, recover, and function more efficiently. Even the simple act of getting out of a chair or stepping off a curb can feel smoother and more controlled. That small improvement in comfort can translate into a big improvement in independence and daily confidence. Another overlooked benefit of ginger is the way it supports circulation. Its warming nature stimulates blood flow, helping nutrients reach the muscles and tissues that need them most. This improved circulation brings a sense of lightness to the body, reducing the sluggish feeling that often accompanies aging. And because better circulation supports faster recovery, seniors who incorporate ginger regularly often find that movement doesn't leave them as sore or tired as it used to. Small steps feel easier, standing taller feels natural, and the body regains some of its youthful responsiveness. Digestion is another area where ginger makes a significant difference. As metabolism slows with age, digestion can become less efficient, leading to bloating, gas, or discomfort after meals. Poor digestion also means the body struggles to absorb the very nutrients it needs to stay strong. Ginger helps calm the digestive system, easing that discomfort and supporting better absorption. When the gut is healthy, inflammation tends to decrease, energy levels rise, and the entire body benefits from improved nutrient intake. Seniors often feel the difference not just physically but mentally, lighter, clearer, and more energized. One of the most encouraging things about ginger is how easy it is to use. It can be added to teas, soups, stir, fries, smoothies, or simply steeped in warm water with lemon. Even small amounts, taken consistently, can create noticeable improvements in comfort and mobility. It doesn't require drastic diet changes, just a willingness to bring this ancient healing root into daily life. For seniors seeking natural relief from inflammation and a path back to smoother, more comfortable movement, ginger offers a simple and powerful way to support the body's healing from within. What makes these three root vegetables so remarkable is not just what each one does on its own, but the way they work together to support the body at a deeper, more complete level. Aging often brings a series of overlapping challenges: slower muscle recovery, chronic inflammation, reduced circulation, digestive issues, and lower energy. Most seniors don't experience these as isolated problems. They show up as a combined feeling of being slowed down, stiff, or less capable than before. That's why a single food or single nutrient rarely makes a dramatic difference. Real change happens when the body receives a combination of supportive nutrients that work harmoniously to restore balance. Sweet potatoes, beets, and ginger do exactly that. Each of these roots targets a different part of the inflammation cycle, which is key to long-term wellness. Inflammation doesn't just appear in one area of the body. It affects muscles, joints, blood vessels, and even mental clarity. Sweet potatoes help stabilize energy and reduce oxidative stress. Beets support healthy blood flow, carrying nutrients and oxygen to tissues that need repair. Ginger calms inflammatory pathways that contribute to soreness and stiffness. Together, they form a powerful trio that supports the body from multiple angles, helping it manage inflammation rather than be overwhelmed by it. When inflammation is reduced at the cellular level, everything begins to function more efficiently. Muscles no longer feel like they're tightening with every movement. Joints don't ache as sharply when you get out of bed. Even the small tasks, reaching, bending, turning, feel smoother. This interconnected improvement happens because the body is finally able to access a steady flow of nutrients and energy without fighting against internal stress. By supporting circulation, digestion, and natural recovery processes all at once, these root vegetables create a foundation where healing isn't just possible, it becomes the body's default mode again. Another important part of this synergy is how these foods support the gut. The gut plays a surprisingly large role in inflammation. When digestion is compromised, inflammation tends to rise, nutrient absorption declines, and energy levels fall. Sweet potatoes and beets provide gentle, soluble fiber that nourishes the gut, while ginger helps soothe the digestive tract and support smoother digestion. A healthier gut creates less internal inflammation, which then benefits the muscles, joints, and even the immune system. It's a ripple effect that begins with what you eat and spreads throughout the entire body. Many seniors are surprised to learn that reducing inflammation can also improve mental clarity and emotional well-being. When the body is comfortable, the mind relaxes. When the blood flows better, the brain receives more oxygen. When digestion is smoother, energy becomes more stable. The harmony created by these roots doesn't just make the body feel better, it helps the entire person feel more alive, more present, and more capable. This is the power of synergy. It doesn't rely on dramatic changes or extreme diets. It builds strength through consistency, simplicity, and natural nourishment. When these three roots become a regular part of daily meals, the body begins to repair itself with a quiet steadiness that grows stronger over time. That's when inflammation stops being a barrier and becomes something the body knows how to manage with ease. One of the most empowering truths for seniors looking to rebuild strength and reduce inflammation is that the path forward doesn't have to be complicated. There's no need for restrictive dieting, expensive supplements, or overwhelming lifestyle overhauls. Real, lasting improvement begins with simple, consistent choices, small additions to daily meals that gradually shift the body back toward balance, strength, and comfort. Sweet potatoes, beets, and ginger aren't flashy solutions, but they are deeply effective ones. Their power lies in their simplicity, their accessibility, and the way they integrate seamlessly into everyday life. For many seniors, making health changes can feel intimidating. The idea of adopting a brand, new routine, learning new recipes, or giving up favorite foods can create resistance. But adding these root vegetables doesn't require eliminating anything. It's not about restriction, it's about inclusion. A roasted sweet potato with dinner, a few slices of beet in a salad, a little fresh ginger in tea, these are small choices, but when done consistently, they build a foundation of healing and nourishment. This kind of gentle integration is sustainable, and sustainability is what transforms health in the long term. The beauty of starting with these roots is that they naturally complement foods seniors already enjoy. Sweet potatoes can replace regular potatoes without sacrificing comfort or familiarity. Beets can be added to soups, smoothies, or roasted vegetable dishes with barely any extra effort. Ginger can be worked into stir, fries, marinades, or warm drinks that soothe the body and mind. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Every time one of these roots makes its way onto the plate, the body receives nutrients that support muscle recovery, reduce inflammation, and promote more comfortable movement. Another reason this approach works so well is that small dietary changes often lead to positive ripple effects. When seniors begin feeling even a little better, less stiffness in the morning, more energy during the afternoon, smoother digestion, they naturally become more motivated to keep going. Movement becomes less intimidating, walks feel more enjoyable, and the confidence that comes from feeling stronger encourages further change. In this way, these roots act not just as foods, but as catalysts for a healthier, more active lifestyle. This simple routine also helps rebuild trust between seniors and their own bodies. Many people reach a point where they believe their discomfort is permanent or that decline is inevitable. But when the body begins responding positively to gentle nourishment, when joints loosen, energy rises, and recovery improves, it becomes clear that the body is still capable of healing, rebuilding, and thriving. That shift in mindset is just as important as the physical benefits. It restores hope and creates a sense of agency that many seniors haven't felt in years. These roots don't just support physical strength, they help rebuild the relationship between daily choices and daily well-being. They return control to the individual, showing that feeling better is within reach, not through drastic measures, but through thoughtful, natural nourishment. And when these simple additions become a regular part of life, they create a steady rhythm of support that helps seniors maintain strength, reduce inflammation, and feel more like themselves again. Because sometimes the most powerful transformations begin with the simplest choices